We are live.
Live, are we? Oh. Okay.
Who you betting on? Oh, too bad. Wayne B was in first, Corey
Holy
second.
crap, he's already there. Good morning, Wayne B.
And Corey was right behind him.
Gloria. Oh, I'll get to mute that. Okay. No.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just came back. I flew another ship this morning. You went out and flew too, right?
Yeah, well, I flew that place this morning, but now I can't get the pictures of eternal memory.
You'll figure it out. Although it is frustrating when something doesn't go as planned.
Whoa.
Mr. Giggles. Everybody's tuned in to watch you bust that vein right there in your forehead. He's on a roll, Paul. He's on a roll.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, that was funny. That was good. That was good. Oh, goodness me. That's funny.
I think you got to mute your YouTube, don't you?
Oh, me. Yeah, let me check this out. Oh. A laugh a day keeps the evil away. That's funny.
Here comes the gas man.
The gas man.
He's going to share a little gas with everybody. Yeah. See, when you start giggling, people start showing up.
I know. I know.
What's up, guys?
Hey, it looks like you're in a traffic jam.
Every morning. Except for last Friday, it wasn't too bad.
Well, it looks like traffic's moving pretty smoothly right now, anyways.
Yeah, well, I'm about to get on I-4. You know how I-4 is. I mean, anybody from Florida knows what the hell I-4 is. That's horrible.
That'd make a good T-shirt. I avoid I-4.
Yeah. Some people in technology.
Not much going on at the teeny bar.
No people have. Nobody's having their morning mimosas. Justin doesn't answer texts. How come you don't answer texts, Justin? What's wrong with you?
Well, it's in his truck.
Oh, did he leave? Oh, I guess he left. Beep. So what are you up to this morning, Mr. Murray?
I just came back from flying a ship.
Oh, nice. How many ships actually pass through there a day?
It's by the hour.
Or by the hour, I mean.
Well, sometimes there's a lot of them. Sometimes they're back to back. Sometimes there's a little bit of between them.
Oh, like space in between and stuff.
Yeah. It just all depends upon the ship traffic itself.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're always loading and unloading at other ports and whatever, and how far they got to go. And
gotcha. Did you see Maddie's video that he posted where he was flying those wind turbines in Chicago?
Yeah.
That was cool. That was really cool.
He should have gone between the props though.
Yeah. That would have been crazy though. Like one comes and then like knocks the drone like out of the sky. Like, no.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
Here's the marine traffic right now. I just got this ship.
Oh, okay.
There's two more out there coming down. Let's see what that one looks like. Yeah, that's a big
one of those.
That's a big self-loading and unloading package bulk carrier.
Oh, that's cool. So that those two like little triangle things right there, those are ships coming in.
Those are ships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the one going out. Yeah, I'll have more. It's a tug barge. Up here at the tip of the thumb, you got the Manitoulin.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's
you got the Overstar headed out. You got the Fuldeborg headed out going north. But if you look around the Great Lakes, there's all kinds of ships.
Yeah. Yeah, they're everywhere.
Well, if you look down here where you are.
Oh, goodness.
Look at in the Gulf and everywhere.
God. Yeah. What are the red ones are ships too?
Yeah, the red ones are tankers. The green ones are bulk carriers. And the blue ones are passenger ships.
Man, there is a lot of them out there.
There's the Harmony of the Sea right there at Nassau.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a free app. Anybody can get it, put it on your cell phone.
What's it called? Marine traffic?
Marinetraffic.com.
But if you just
When,
go
and
and
when you start out way over here in Africa. And you have to then pan across and zoom in and zoom out to where you want to. But there's in the world right now the ship traffic.
man, the water is literally crowded with boats.
Oh yeah, there's lots of them out there.
So you could just go into your app store and download the Marine Traffic app.
Marinetraffic.com, yeah.
Oh. Man, that is wild.
But see, I because of what I'm interested in, I zoom in. Well, if you're doing it on a phone, you pinch and zoom, you know.
Yeah.
But it tells you name of the ship, the destination, and its position as of right now, and its speed is 11.9 knots.
Man, that's crazy. 11.9 is that pretty fast or?
Oh yeah, 11.9 knots. Paul, what's how many knots to a mile an hour? Do you know?
I'm not too sure.
He's not too sure.
But I think if it says it's doing 11 knots, it's probably doing 9 miles an hour.
He is not too sure.
That was a little play on words by Paul there.
You know what that is? I am not too sure about that one.
Yep. That's how we roll. Right, Paul?
He's not too sure. That's funny.
What the hell going on? Oh,
Did you get it figured out, Paul?
almost.
Good. Paul went and flew an aerial today, and he hit a wrong button on his Crystal Sky iPad or pad, you know, and it recorded everything to the Crystal Sky, and now he's got to get it off the Crystal Sky so he can put it on a computer and edit.
Man, I took some pretty awesome pictures last night with my Mavic Air 2. Like the sky was just like literally awesome last night.
Yeah.
Like it was just, I guess, just the way the setting and like how it was hiding behind the clouds and everything. You see like this big glow in the sky. It's pretty awesome. So I looked outside. I was like, "Ooh, I got to put my drone up in there and get some pictures of that."
I got pictures, but it ain't the ones I wanted. Darn it. I got to go back into it and see what the. Oh, because I copied them over and everything else, but. Try it again.
Here's the raw footage of the ship I took this morning.
Oh,
It's a tug barge.
oh yeah.
And this is with the Mini 3, and it's all on auto settings.
Is there a little house on top of that, or is that just?
Well, that's a lookout, you know, because you got to remember they're out there in all weather, and they get in tight spaces. They put a person in there to look out.
Well,
and in
like
the backpack here, that is the unloader. You'll see it a little bit better. Let me move it forward. What that is that's a self-unloading conveyor. So it brings the cargo down a thing up here and then onto that conveyor belt, and they swing that around to wherever they want to unload it to.
Oh, gotcha. And that's where like you operate the crane or whatever in that little hut right there.
Up here is the guy that's actually that's an extension on the top of a tugboat, so he can see over the top.
Oh, gotcha.
And that tugboat is just nestled into there.
That's cool.
That's why it's called an articulated tug barge combination.
Oh, I see. So it's that little tugboat just like you said, wedged in there and
It it generates the power and everything else, and also has the engines and everything to, in other words, to move and steer.
Oh, that's cool. Very
There's going up
interesting.
the side of it, getting towards the bow. And I'm right over here on the shore. Right there, there's my wife.
Oh, yeah.
I got all the geese.
Yeah, Laura had a couple close calls with her mini SE when she was flying in that park or whatever.
Bright sunlight out there.
And butter sniffer boats or butt sniffer boats.
Anyway, I'll show you the end because it put it over on 2 cards. There it is, heading out into the big lake.
Nice.
Come on, Grandpa, turn your blinker off.
Blink, 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 blink.
Maybe
blink,
he's playing with
blink.
his blinker.
Just ride down the middle of the damn road with this blinker on for like the last 2 miles.
So Justin is back. He's returned.
Yeah, I hit a really bad dead spot there for a minute.
Well, TJ was worried about you.
Yeah, I was like, where'd he go? I know there was 4 of us. Now there was 3.
TJ was worried about you. He said, "Where'd Justin go? I don't want anything to happen to my buddy Justin."
Yeah, because I was like, I saw like he does, like Mike said that like you don't answer texts or whatever. I was like, why don't you answer texts? And then there was dead silence.
Marcel, off axis. Good morning. Good morning. How are things out on the West Coast? Marcel is, you got to take, it's 5:17 out there. AM.
I'm not answering messages because I'm driving. I can't do that.
And Marshall's in the chat. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you, Marshall.
Everybody and their mom was messaging me last night. Now it's asleep. I went to bed early last night.
Everybody and their mama.
I hope Curtis is feeling better today. You know, he tested positive for COVID.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I thought
he tested himself 2 or 3 times at home, and it was always negative. So he finally went to like a pharmacy, and they tested him. It came up positive.
Oh, I guess those take-home tests, they're not very.
So many people have taken those home tests. They don't work.
Yep.
No, yeah. They don't work at all.
Exactly. But they keep selling them. They keep making the cha-ching, cha-ching.
Curtis is now the 3rd person that I know that has used the home test and it came up negative and they ended up being positive. The damn things ain't working.
Is that like the pregnancy test too? They don't work either?
Night Train says he sent you a message last night.
Yeah, no, I got a whole bunch of messages last night from different people. I just hadn't had chance to respond yet. Like I said, I went to bed pretty early last night. So.
TJ, what do you think about his name there, TJ? Do you see it?
The gas man, young fart. That's awesome.
Michael, I did see your message. I just haven't responded back yet. It was the 2-point something board, and then I upgraded to the 4.2.7 board. I had the board in between the one you had and the 4.2. I can't remember the three number. It was 2 point something. I think 2.4 or something like that.
I got my little spinny thing from JD.
Oh yeah, spinny thing.
Yeah.
Traffic.
Yeah, Night Train says his newer machine, Justin, has the 4.2.2.
Okay, mine was the 4.2.7 silent board.
Oh, okay.
I won't forget that number because I've been working on it with Sean for like the last month between all the different parts I've been getting, and I have to keep doing all these firmware updates. I just can't remember what the old board was. It was a 2 point something. The one that came with the printer. Sean said it was like the mid-level one between the old one and the newest one.
Night Train says that's the new board. 4.2.2.
Pretty sure it's 4.2.7, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Or maybe he's saying that yours is the new board. I don't know.
I can't see the chat, so I don't know. Well, it might be the firmware is 4.2.7. I can't remember. I don't know. It's been a friggin' nightmare with that touchscreen.
Well, after a while, when you're working on something like that, you start to get a little confused yourself without looking, you know?
Well, it was a touch screen that we were having issues with. Trying to find the firmware for it. And Sean's been pulling his hair out trying to figure it all out. And then David and him were trying to put their heads together to figure it out the other day. So I'm going to try to print something this evening when I get home and see if it works.
David as an AZ drone dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I texted him about because I told him I had a laptop computer. It was working, it worked, but it doesn't work at the same time. Like the sound quality just really sucks. He said he would look at other laptop computers for me. I don't know how that's going. So I want to get a new one eventually, so I don't have to use my phone anymore for doing like StreamYard and getting kicked off every time. What's the topic now? What's the topic now? Everyone's so quiet this morning.
Yeah, really. I'm just trying to figure this. I mean, not.
Night Train says he was going to swap into the silent board, but it seems the board in it is newer, but it is noisy. He spent all weekend getting his both up and running correctly with the new board in one of the connected to the network.
Yeah, I know he was having a little bit of issues, but he got it all squared away.
Yep, he says he ran a full print on both of them. Mike Rennick, good morning.
Yeah, I saw his video. He's doing his.
I gotta pitch some peanuts. Be right back.
Problem. Mike with that touch screen. Yeah. That's all right. Once I get that. The Raspberry Pi, I'll probably just switch back to the old screen until I don't know.
I like Raspberry Pi.
I'll figure it out. I got that little mini computer. We hooked it up to Octoprint on our printers, and then we can control our printers and everything through the computers. You can control it like through your phone and all that different things.
All right, so I got a joke. So there was a young woman. A young woman went to her doctor complaining of pain. Where are you hurting? Asked the doctor. You have to help me, said the woman. I hurt all over. What do you mean all over? Asked the doctor. Be a little more specific. The woman touched her right knee with her index finger and yelled, "Ow, that hurts." Then she touched her left cheek and again yelled, "Ouch, that hurts too." Then she touched her right earlobe and said, "Ow, that even hurts." The doctor examined her thoughtfully for a moment and gave her diagnosis. You have a broken finger. So like her finger was, so like every time she touched.
Well, so what's the punchline? Huh?
Yeah, she had a broken finger, poor lady.
Yeah, because it doesn't tell you where it hurts, it just hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Sturgis 2022 came to a close over the weekend.
Oh yeah, because Ron was going out there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he never actually made it to Sturgis.
No.
He got
how come he didn't make it? happened?
Well, he had two friends show up and he was moving them around and doing things with them. And
Oh yeah, because wasn't he taking like a lady friend fishing or something?
no, it wasn't a lady friend fishing. He's been fishing for a lady friend, but no, it was two guys from Pennsylvania rode their bikes out there. And
yeah.
they wanted to go up around the state, the big
Yellowstone and all that.
Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah, because I think last time when he was on, he said he was going to have his arm in a cast, like because he was doing this motion, like he was going fishing or something.
Yeah, he hasn't talked much about his boat, has he?
No, not much.
No, I just don't think he's had time to do anything with it yet, so he hasn't. Because he still has the Alaska trip coming up too, so he's probably not going to be able to enjoy that boat until he gets back.
Yeah, that's coming up here in another week, I think.
The end of August, yeah.
That boat.
I think he goes like August, somewhere around the 20th or somewhere in there.
Yeah, 22nd or something. Yeah.
Yeah, between that and Sturgis and all that other stuff he's been doing, yeah, I don't think he's had time to do anything with this boat. Probably won't see nothing from that until after he gets back. Oh, but remember, I think he said too he was leaving a couple days early because of he's going to go visit Michelle. Remember?
Yep.
So he's actually leaving like 2 or 3 days earlier than he was planning. So he might be leaving here in a few days. He's going to Utah to spend a couple days with her before he goes to Alaska. I'm going to use JD's gift card today. I'm going to go over to Chipotle for lunch. I didn't eat breakfast. I'll just wait till lunchtime to eat.
How'd you get a gift card from JD?
Yeah, he sent me a $40 gift card at Chipotle and sent it to Lindsay McStickers.
For burritos.
Yeah.
He bought him a couple of burritos. Unless Justin, you take that card and say, make me the biggest burrito you can for this amount of money.
Yeah.
Well, that'd just be a waste because I wouldn't be able to eat. I can barely finish one of the burritos. That's a lot of food.
I had a friend of mine bring me some a Chinese food dinner. It was almond chicken, with the brown rice and with the egg roll. That took me 2.5 days to eat that, baby.
The biggest burrito. That's funny. Just like layer the burritos, like layer them like on top of each other.
Yeah. I'll have a triple.
No way in hell I could eat that much.
That's funny.
Dominic is coming in on the panel.
Yay, Dominic.
Well, I checked to make sure there was a Chipotle in St. Cloud last night, so there is one here.
Oh.
It doesn't open till 10:45 in the morning.
So you're gonna have one of those big burritos for lunch? Oh my!
I promised JD I would take a video of me getting one.
I got to see that for sure.
So I said I can't go until almost 11 o'clock, so they don't open until afternoon.
Yeah, it's still early. It's only going on 9. Well, 8:30 actually.
Yeah, I didn't eat breakfast, so I figured I could wait till 11.
Yeah,
Get lunch.
I
Have
just
you had
had,
any more? What did they eventually say about your truck when you took it back the second time?
I haven't been back there. I was supposed to take it in there yesterday, but I got stuck with Aubrey.
And you haven't had any more problems?
No, nothing happened to it this morning. There's no engine light on, nothing. So I don't know what the hell was going on with the plane. They were just guessing. They were doing all the tests on it, and they were just kind of. I mean, the computer said that there were some sensors that were acting up, but then there's other causes that could cause those codes. So it's not necessarily, you know what I'm saying? There's
Not necessarily one thing, it could be many things.
right. Well, they said that it could cause. There's other things that could cause those codes to come up. So it not necessarily wouldn't be the sensor. Apparently they did a bunch of tests on it, and that's what they concluded. But the problem I was having with MK was denying every time they put it in, they were denying it. They didn't want to fix it, so I don't know.
Sad part of it is they ordered a whole bunch of new vehicles, but you're not in line for them. You're in line for a throw off, right?
Well, I mean, they're supposed to replace all ours first, the Patriots, because they're the oldest in the fleet. But I don't know how that's when that will even be. So, no clue when that timeline's even going to come up. Because in order to replace half the fleet, they would have had to have ordered 650, and they only ordered 500 new trucks. So they didn't even order enough to replace half of them because we have 1,300 vehicles. But about 200 of those are actually just spare trucks that every area gets, and they just sit until somebody needs it. You know, a couple hundred of those are just spare trucks. Because every depending on how many people you have in each region, you get so many extra trucks and spares.
Yeah.
The thing is, we're just running out of vehicles. Our vehicles are getting so old, they're breaking down because the company usually buys new vehicles about every 2 years, I think they said, every 2-3 years. But apparently they skipped the last round of when they were supposed to buy a vehicle the last time. They skipped that one and never bought any. And so all the vehicles we have are starting to get really up in mileage and everything else. Like we're supposed to get rid of the vehicles once they hit 140,000 miles. But some of the vehicles have 160,000, 180,000 miles on them. And it's just showing, they're showing that they have that many miles, you know. They're having a lot of problems with it. Just like that Patriot a few weeks ago, the fucking dealer went and put a brand new motor in it, and the guy didn't even get 30 minutes down the road and it shut off and wouldn't turn back on. And I never heard of it. I never did hear what it caused that, but it's a brand new motor. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't care if they brought a couple new trucks in and I got one of the Compasses. Those are a lot nicer, and there's a lot less miles on those. A lot of those are only at like 40,000, 50,000 miles. And they're the newer Jeeps. I actually like having a hatchback for the equipment I use.
Oh yeah. So did the new ones they ordered Jeeps again?
No, they ordered the Ford Maverick pickup trucks. They're hybrids.
So it'll be open in the back.
Well, no, supposedly we're supposed to have bed covers, so we're supposed to be getting bed covers on them. we carry a lot of really expensive like electronic equipment that can't get wet, so they're gonna have to have bed covers on the back of the trucks. Because we're not getting crew cabs or anything, we're just getting single cabs. So there's not gonna be any room in your truck to put anything. You'd have to put everything in the bed of the truck. Like my equipment can't get wet at all. Like I got to be very careful not to get caught in the rain.
What, do the tires get pretty slick on your truck sometimes?
What do you mean?
Like you said, you had to be careful about driving in the rain.
No, not driving. My equipment. I can't have my equipment in the rain.
Oh, gotcha.
I got to be careful not getting caught in the rain. Like if I'm out walking a street or something, I have to pay attention to the weather because my equipment, if it gets damaged or gets wet, it can get damaged. It's a $16,000 machine, the one machine that I use.
Well, you could always I don't know, with some of the electricians, when I'm out driving around, they have the little tents there. I guess you could always get a tent to set up if you're working on something.
Did you look into that, TJ?
You said what?
Did you look into what I sent you?
No, I'll look at it this morning. I'm gonna go hit the gym here in a little bit, and yeah, and after that I'll look at it.
There's a whole bunch of positions down in your area. Plus, like I said, you get to work alone. You get your own work truck that you get to drive home every day and drive to work, and you don't pay for gas, nothing. And like I said, you don't have to deal with anybody. You just work by yourself all day.
Let's see, where was it?
Like I don't even see the people I work with, but like once every few weeks, because we all work by ourselves in the field. We don't work together.
Oh yeah, I clicked on it and then zoomed in. So do I
No. It's not a link. It's just the website you need to go to. I just took a screenshot of it, so just put that in Google.
Heathus.com.
HeathUS.com.
Okay.
And then go to their careers page and then just put in your area.
Oh, okay.
So what's going on with you, Dominic? It's nighttime there, right?
Yep, 20 minutes to 11. Just taking it in after having a bit of a big day.
Well, good.
Yeah, I was actually co-host on the Grumpy Vlogger today.
Oh, there you go.
And that turned into an absolute shit show because the software he was using, which is a EVMUX, just shit itself halfway through the stream.
Huh.
Yeah, Lloyd likes to experiment with a lot of new programs.
Yeah, and as I said, it turned into an absolute shit show. We're sitting there.
He goes from StreamYard, Zoom to OBS. He's used all kinds of crap.
Yeah, because we were sitting there just chatting to each other. Ron came on and we're just sitting there chatting to each other. And then we look at the chat and it said, oh, the show's finished. So, we were chatting amongst ourselves for 5 minutes and then realised it. So we restarted the stream and we got the last 20 minutes, which was hilarious.
Yeah, Lloyd was playing with OBS for a while there too. Because OBS taxes the hell out of your computer when you're overlaying it on top of another streaming service.
Yeah.
And not to mention, you have to have really good internet to be running OBS and like StreamYard or Zoom at the same time.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
The
From
Zoom
all
already taxes the hell out of your computer. You had OBS on top of that?
Yeah, I know. I've done my research on all of the streaming softwares. Excuse me.
See, all OBS does is allow you to do like a whole bunch of overlays. And, it gives you a lot of options, but like I said, it'll tax the hell out of your computer CPU if you don't have a really good computer and your internet too.
Yeah.
You have to have internet like mine in order to really run OBS really good.
Yeah, we don't have that sort of internet down here.
I think we were too loud for Hodges because we were disturbing him, according to what JD said.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure out this crystal sky thing here.
Well, here you go, everybody. I'm going to screen share something. This is that new DJI Avana.
Oh yeah, that thing. I want to get that.
And there's
they
the
were
price.
talking about it.
$1,388.
Yeah, because I was watching the Drone Nation earlier today after the Grumpy Vlogger, and they had Drone XL on the program, and they were talking about it. So,
and that does not include a hand controller; it just includes this little wandy thing.
Jesus.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
That, man. DJI can kiss my ass.
So that'd be by the time you added the controller, I think it's probably close to $1,500 or more.
Isn't that controller right there? That joystick thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
You point it and you move it.
Yeah, it's the motion controller that they use for the DJI FPV. Well, see, it was opposite with the DJI FPV. The DJI FPV, you got the controller, but you had to buy the motion controller separate.
Yep.
Now they switched it around. And that was probably because not a lot of people were buying the motion controller, so now they're forcing you to buy the regular controller and putting the price of the motion controller in the bundle. Dude, DJI, that one. That drone ain't worth no $1,300. Then get the hell out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah. As they would say, DJI sucks.
That's what Max always says in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah. That's his motto.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could have gone to Chicago with those guys. I would have loved to meet people that I haven't met at the South Florida drone meetup. But I told Maddie in the chats, I said, you can't make all the meetups, I guess.
It'd be great to make at least one of them.
Yeah.
From my point of view.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is too is when too many people start throwing meetups, not everybody can afford to go to every single one, so you're going to get a lot less people showing up.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if you throw one or two big ones every year and you space them apart enough to where people can plan for it really well, then a lot of people will show up. But when everybody wants to start throwing their own meetup, you're going to see less and less people going to each one because they can't afford to go to 2 or 3 or 4 of them every year.
Yeah,
I can understand that. But
expensive.
yeah, you could probably have 4 a year, and you have one in the north, one in the south, one in the east, and one in the west. That's how I would.
Yeah, but see, a lot of people will just pick which one they feel like they want to go to at that point, though.
Yeah, and that's fine.
But I mean,
it is what it is.
And then there's some people that have meetups all the time, like all those guys up in New York have meetups all the time. There's tons of people.
Yeah, and you have your own little statewide one, and
yeah, I mean, like, just like having the mini meetups is even cool because people that are in your area or whatever. You just call whoever.
Night Train says that reportedly the controller, if you already have the DJI FPV, the controller should work with the new one. Should, but
That's, I mean, I would hope that they would allow that, but that's also some of that's a little bit of wishful thinking too.
hey, good morning, Mendez is here.
Hey,
What's up, man?
hello, Mendez.
And my dad's. Yeah, night train. TJ. Arizona's in there, everybody. Oh, sorry, guys, but I'm kind of preoccupied here.
What were you,
Trying to figure this thing out.
I
He
just
did a shoot this morning for real estate, and at some point in time on the Crystal Sky, he switched it to recording on the Crystal Sky, not on the SD card on the drone.
And I can't get it off. I just,
wait. So what was it that you're working on?
the Crystal Sky, I'm using it for a monitor. Okay, but somehow it recorded all the pictures to my cache on my Crystal monitor, not onto an SD card. So I can't get it off. So I'm trying to figure out how to get it off.
No, there's got to be some. There's got to be some YouTube tutorial that'll tell you how
Yeah,
to move
I
that.
gotta go back in. Yeah, go back into Google.
Either that or call DJI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Someone will know.
the Crystal Sky is DJI, and you were flying DJI, so
Yeah, someone's got to know.
yep. Mendez says, "What's up there, TJ?" What's up?
Mm.
Hey, Mendez has got some comfortable shirts. I've been wearing the hell out of that shirt he sent me.
Have you?
Yeah, it's really comfortable.
Well, actually,
It's gone into my inventory of regular wearing shirts.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah, I wore a shirt 2 or 3 times on the live shows.
yeah.
That would be Justin, the promoter.
Yeah, I got a lot of drone shirts. Like I just sent off 2 from
Did you say drone shirts or drone skirts?
shirts.
Okay.
I sent
We just want to be sure, you know. We don't want to misquote you.
I sent 2 of them off to Al's daughter, a tank top and a one of those white breathable shirts like Johnny Drone Flyer has, and then I sent her one of my tank tops because I noticed like the front logo was peeling off on the front, so I sent it off to her to see if she could fix it for me. Because her like some people when they send out shirts, they send off like little cards.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you know. Yep.
We got the idea.
Like
you know those the thingies. You know. Yeah. Yeah, that's them.
That's funny.
Dog.
It's the
Yeah. You don't have to explain it. We're on with you.
Yeah,
You know.
we've worked it out.
Yeah.
The
Uh-huh.
the washing instructions. They tell
Yeah, we worked out it was washing instructions.
yeah, but like the ones that you
We
don't
worked it
want-
out, but you were very good with the way you were gesticulating with your hands,
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
worked out that it was washing instructions.
yeah, like a
Yeah.
little washing, like a little card with washing instructions. They tell you
Yeah.
to turn the shirt inside out, so that way the print, I guess, lasts a little while.
But
And that's-
I would have always thought that the first thing you have to do before washing something is you have to remove the garment first and then put it in the washing machine.
Oh yeah, yeah. That would likely help. That's funny.
Yeah, yeah, we know.
We're right on top of it.
Yeah. You got us zeroed in. Yep.
Yep.
That's funny. You got zeroed in.
Mm,
Crystal clear.
definitely.
Oh goodness.
Mm.
Yep, that works for us, right? Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Dominic's got it. I got it. Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, we're right on top of it. When we read your mind. We have ESP and we knew what you were talking about. Yeah. We
Sending
just read your mind.
sending.
We're on the same wavelength, you know?
Yeah. The wavelength. Yeah.
We all need to get our tinfoil hats on, but yeah, we're on the same
Yep.
wavelength.
Yep. We've all got that tinfoil hat.
Yep.
That's funny. Modeling for my modeling days. Let's see. What do we have here? Open that link that Mike put in the chat.
That nitrine put in? Just a minute.
For my modeling day.
Right.
That's pretty funny.
Mm.
Here are the landscape wars.
This is what TJ's been shopping again.
Mm.
You know who that actually looks like is Kramer from Seinfeld.
That's well, here's you're with your buddies down here, you know.
Yeah.
There you go, TJ, right there. Huh?
Yep. Right.
Oh, that's
And
funny.
there you go for you doing your manscaping, your Brazilian, you know.
Yep. Manscaped.com.
Yeah, Manscaped.
Yeah, I think we've seen enough, TJ.
Yeah.
You can do shopping, TJ.
Yeah. That's funny. Oh goodness. All right, gentlemen. Well, I think I'm gonna hop off here and get myself into gear. Gonna go build my muscles today.
Yeah.
Get myself into gear. You guys have a good morning, and we'll see you later on this evening.
Okay, T.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But hey, TJ,
Yo.
give us one on the way out, will you? Okay, TJ.
See ya.
Bye.
That's funny. What the heck?
Yep. He's got it. Hey.
Hey, Ron's coming in.
And then Ron gets on.
Hey guys,
How you doing?
good. How are you guys?
Well, we just got done having a TJ Giggle Fest.
I saw that. It's like, what the hell
Yeah.
am I walking into here?
Yep.
Gumi, good morning. So Ron's at the garage or the
Yeah,
hangar, or what do you want to call it? The hangar, I guess.
hanger, yeah. And get off duty here in an hour. One more shift tonight.
How's the weather hanging there?
Hot. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be hot all week.
Yeah. So now, are you done today?
What's the weather supposed to be?
Go ahead,
I-
Justin.
One more shift tonight. Then I am done.
Justin, what'd you say?
Oh, I was asking him how the weather was supposed to be in Alaska while he's up there.
You know, 50s, 60s, and just anticipate rain. We're actually where we're at. We're actually in a tropical rainforest, considered a tropical rainforest. So we get a lot of rain. But last trip we had 1 day of rain, so it's hard to tell. But just prepare to be wet every day, which is okay. But as long as the winds and the seas don't kick up too bad. But oh,
Are you going up there to like where they like take you on like different excursions, or are you just going up there and going off on your own?
no, yeah, we're all on our own. I'm going to actually be by myself for 2 days. And then when the rest of the gang gets there, we'll get there on, it's Monday or Tuesday, and we leave the next morning about 9-10 o'clock. The outfitter picks us up in Petersburg. He has a big jet boat. It carries 20-25 people and a bunch of luggage and everything. And then it's about a 2-hour boat ride to the southern part of the island. And then we get to the lodge, and then it's 2 dudes to a boat. You can't go in there and not have any fishing or boating experience. You got to know what you're doing. Navigation experience. You and your partner need to.
That's the time when you wish you had a sat phone.
Mm.
They have sat phones down there. That's the only communication at the lodge that we have is a sat phone,
Yeah.
but nothing on the boats. Yeah, you're right though. But,
If you had a sat phone in your pocket, you'd feel much better.
yeah. And we're for the most time, we're 15, 20 minutes out from the lodge. You go down on the water, that sat phone ain't gonna do you no help at all.
Well, the only thing is if 15, 20 minutes away from the lodge, but let's say something bad happened. How would you get a hold of the lodge?
Radio.
Oh, okay. So you guys all have radios. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we got radios on the boat. We can rate, and somebody at the lodge responsible to listen to the radio.
Okay.
At all.
All right. So it's not like you're completely cut off.
Yeah, we're not completely cut off. No. I've been in a couple when we get up into port protection. You seen that show, Port Protection, Life Below Zero?
Yep.
On was it National Geographic or Discovery Channel? One of those two. Yeah, we're right in there. But it's a neat little village, I should say. It's pretty neat. But oh goodness. Well, one more shift.
Now, when do you leave?
Uh,
Because you're spending 2 days with
Michelle. Yep, I leave 2 Sundays from now.
Okay.
Yep, I'll finish up.
So you got to go back to work for another week then? Okay.
No, just 2 days, Friday day and Saturday day.
Okay.
And then Saturday night, my next Saturday night here, I got a guy coming in to pick up my night part of the shift, and I probably won't get home till like midnight. And I'm hoping to be up and on the road by 5. So when I leave for work next trip, I'm just going to have all my suitcase packed, everything packed, laying on my bed and ready to go. Or actually, I'll lay it on one of the beds. If whatever bed it has it on, I'll sleep in the other room that night.
So the end of the month then.
Yeah. So I leave, the morning. If it works out correctly, if I leave about 5 in the morning, Sunday,
The 28th.
yeah, I should be in Salt Lake noon, 1 o'clock. I think her flight gets in about 1:30, and I'll pick her up at the airport. And then I've already got the hotel,
Yeah.
so we're good.
So now will you leave out of Salt Lake then?
Yeah. And then her and I will actually we'll go to the airport together.
She'll take her flight, you'll take yours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Then I fly up to Seattle, Juneau, Sitka, and then Petersburg. Last time, I hope it goes better than last time. We tried to land in Petersburg and the ILS was out at the airport. So they had to divert. That's the first time I ever did a touch and go in a big plane. He come down about 100 feet off the ground. We were kind of a little bit IFR conditions, and all of a sudden he shot straight up and everybody's panicking. I'm like, oh, he's doing a missed approach. And so we ended up over in Sitka, and then the airlines put us on a boat to a place called Banana Point. I'm like, where the hell's that in reference to Petersburg? Well, we're working on that.
So they had to do something with you guys, and the next boat leaving was going to Banana Point. So
we made it to Banana Point, and I called the hotel lady. She's really cool. There's a pair of sisters that run the hotel, and a little place called the Tides Inn in Petersburg. But yeah, they actually come down in their personal vehicle and got my buddy Dave and I. Almost hit 2 bears on the way back.
wow.
ran out in front of us. So that's this guy. I know I talk too much about it, but I'm so excited. I just can't wait.
Well, good.
But and then I get back and I come up to work for a couple more days, and then I take my friend Don on that bison hunt.
Oh,
My next month or so is going to be some outdoor adventures.
well, you make sure you get rest when you can get rest, because you don't want to get halfway through and burn out, you know?
No, you know what I do every night, Paul? And I actually was talking to we did a Zoom meeting the other night with about 4 or 5 of us. And because a couple of us, there's 2 new people coming this trip. And I haven't met 2 of them. So we all like, let's get together and meet each other. And but I got one of them talked into, I said, every night we come back, dinner at 6. By 6:30, I'm back on the dock, get the deckhands to run me back to the bay and drop me off on that rock. And I sit out there with my camera and my drones and wait for the whales to come by. And I launched a drone and start chasing whales.
Ah,
But
hello, Bill. Newfound Drones is in the chat.
Hey, Bill, how's it going?
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning.
That non-dabbing guy.
Yeah, Dominic's sitting over there at 11:11 p.m.
Hmm.
he's in his house coat and
Yeah,
got his jammies on.
snug as a bug in a rug.
Yeah,
It's probably pretty chilly there too, isn't it?
yeah,
Dominic?
it is. Yeah.
That's right. This is your winter, right,
It's
Dominic?
winter,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're heading towards spring.
Yeah.
About a month left.
How cold does it get there?
During the day, it can get to 9 or 10 Celsius, which is around the mid 40s.
Mm.
The lowest it gets is probably 30 Fahrenheit, probably once or twice during the winter.
Oh, gee. Hold on. Let me go grab my sympathy blanket.
Yeah, yeah. But we can do once we get into summer, we do the 110, 115s.
Oh, yeah.
And we
It's-
can have we can have that long run of the hundreds.
Let them fool you, Dominic. Them Northerners don't know nothing about winter.
Maximum Impact. Hello, good morning.
What was that remark, Justin?
Dominic, those Northerners. I said those Northerners don't know nothing about winters.
No, they don't.
Mm.
Wait till they come down here to the harsh 50-degree winter down here in Florida.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, my sympathy card's
You know,
going up.
We do get we get a little bit of frost on the grass, okay? It's rough. You might slip.
Yeah, a bad winter in Florida is an increase in slip and falls, you know?
Yeah,
Mm.
especially if you open down there.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to worry about IV lines freezing in a matter of 5 to 10 seconds, and in the winters here.
Oh, when I was living in Kansas, we had a really bad winter one year there when I was there with my mom. She was there for about a year and a half, and I was staying with her. And man, the power lines froze on nothing but ice on them.
That
And
you
they
get
were all sagging really.
I'm sure JD can tell you about that.
Yeah. Well, when I moved to Kansas City, when I had the pizza business, I was out and around and it was snowing and there was nobody on the streets. And a cop pulled me over and he says, "I see you're from Michigan. Around here, everybody, if it starts snowing, everything turns to a code red. You stay home because they don't know how the hell to drive in snow and ice."
Oh yeah, because I lived in the same town JD did.
Olathe?
Yeah, it was the same town. My mom was there for about a year and a half or so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
got I got pulled
Yeah.
over in Shawnee, Kansas.
That was back in like 2004, I think.
Yeah.
She was.
But
Her and
yeah,
my stepdad.
it was funny as
decided
hell
to
to watch those people try and drive in the snow and the ice. They just didn't get it, you know.
Got it, Paul.
Did you get it?
Yep.
Good for you.
Boy, that was a lot of work trying to get that figured out. Holy crap, man.
You got to make sure
No,
the
great.
crystal sky settings are set the other way.
The settings on it, yeah, before I go back out again.
Mm.
Ugh. I gotta work the part-time job this weekend.
The copter job.
The part-time job down at the ambulance with the hot blonde boss.
Oh, that's
Sounds good.
torture. That's
Yeah, I
that's kind of like showing you the dish, but not letting you eat it, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
and I'll let you sit down at the table.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can look through the window, but don't come in.
That's it.
Mm.
There's no safety meeting today.
I got to pitch some peanuts again. They're eating me out of house and home.
Damn squirrels.
Mm.
We'll go home and see if Oliver has grown anymore. Well, I'll tell you what, he grew. God, he got big. Yeah, Dominic, you're on the other side of the island from Matt, right?
Yeah, I'm in the southern part.
Mm.
At the other side of the island.
Yeah, bloody big island.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm in Melbourne, which is
Melbourne.
about, well, I think we worked out it's about 1,800 kilometres to get to Brisbane or near Brisbane. Yeah.
Well, you know, growing up and learning the map in schools, it never makes Australia look big. It always makes it look really tiny, like an island.
Yeah.
Most people actually assume it isn't like just a pretty good sized island. In reality, it's like the size of the United States.
Yeah, when you take Alaska out, it's about 95% the size of the US continent.
Right.
Well,
Considering the fact, considering the fact it's 3,000 kilometres to Perth, it's a 37-hour drive.
wow.
See, to get from how far is it to go from North Carolina to California is about, I mean, when you stop and stuff, it takes about 2.5 days. But if you were to drive straight through, I want to say it's around 50 something hours. I think 52.
Probably. It's just what, under 3,000 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar. It'd be a similar distance from if you drove from Melbourne to Darwin.
But see, most people don't drive it straight through.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people will stop, so it takes about 2.5, 3 days.
Yeah, you couldn't do that in Australia. You have to stop.
I drove
Because
from
there's some
Philadelphia
really
to
harsh
San Diego.
terrain there.
That was an interesting drive, Justin.
What drive?
Philadelphia to San Diego.
Oh yeah, I did the North Carolina to from Wilmington to Barstow twice. I'll tell you what,
Old
that was
Barstow.
a long ass trip.
Yeah. I remember old
Cause then-
Barstow.
Yeah, in
Hi,
Laura.
Barstow, there's actually a sign that tells you that I-40 ends in North Carolina when you're leaving Barstow. It tells you it's like 2,500 miles and some change or something like that.
Yeah. Isn't it in Barstow if you turn, there's an intersection that you can leave and go to Vegas, and if I remember right. there's
Well,
a
you
sign-
have I-15 and I-40 meet. That's where I-40 ends, and it turns into just I-15 because they merge together in Barstow.
Yeah. Mhm.
So when you're leaving Barstow, you can either take I-40 or take I-15 to Vegas.
Right, yep.
Mm.
But we used to take the Power Line Road all the way from Newberry into Vegas because the freeways would be backed up on the weekends.
Mm,
So we would take a big old power line dirt road that followed those huge power lines, those big tall ones. They had a nice big, like, 6-lane highway graded dirt road next to those all the way into Vegas. So we'd just take that all the way there. It took about an hour and a half. We'd get off in Baker and get gas and something to drink, and then we'd get right
yeah, I
back.
remember Baker too. Yep.
That's where the alien jerky is.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
They have this place called Alien Jerky, and it's a bunch of beef jerky, and they have like 1,000 different flavors of it. And it's so good.
Mm.
That's where the world's largest thermometer is.
You were down near San Diego, weren't you?
Yeah, my cousins and a bunch of my cousins and my aunt and uncle live down there, so I've been down there tons of times.
I remember I was down in San Diego for 3 months for training, and I took my motorcycle up in the mountains. And here comes my relief. Holy shit, he's early. But I went up in the mountains. I found this place called Mom's Apple Pie. Oh my God, was that good?
Oh, there's a lot of really cool small towns up in the mountains up there. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
You'll get stopped by the Border Patrol a bunch. I know I used to get stopped by them. Me and my cousin used to ride our dirt bikes at his house in the mountains, and it was only like 10 miles from the border, so we used to get stopped all the time by the Border Patrol while we were riding dirt bikes.
Yeah.
So you always carried your wallet on you because it was easier. They would ask you, "Are you American?" Yeah, and then you just show them your social security card real quick, and then they, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to pack up the bus.
Okay. All right, buddy.
Here.
Thanks for stopping by, Ron.
Mhm.
We'll see ya.
Guys, have a good day,
Yep, you too.
and we'll catch you on the same bat channel.
Okay.
All
All right.
right,
Ron.
guys.
Yeah,
Take care.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yep. There you go, Paul. That's one of the pictures.
Oh, there you go. That's
Yeah.
good. Picture.
Rock wall over here and stuff. This is just one picture. I took several, but I wanted to get the sign in here, right? So,
Right.
But anyway,
Nice. Turned out good.
yeah. Well, I got to edit them all, right? So,
Very nice.
yeah, it's coming.
Now, do you get paid extra for that?
I'll get paid for the first shoot.
Yeah.
No, I'm not asleep.
Yeah. Simple edit 2. Okay, let's see what happens here. Simple edit 2. Yep, that works. That was dark. I thought it were grainy. Wow.
Everybody's quiet.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet. What ship's that going through, Paul?
What's that?
Ship behind you going through.
Yeah, it's a CSL, Canadian Steamship Line. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
So many different things going on right now around the world. It's hard to
Oh, that's getting crazier and crazier all the time, right? Just
Yeah.
like all that bull crap happening in the States. That just,
Yeah, it is too.
you know, the thing is that what they did to Trump, they're just making his base even stronger now, what they're doing.
Well, you know, the thing of it is that I think that anytime that you politicize, no matter what you are, if you're a government judge, whether you're a judge, whether you're a senator, whether you're a representative, when you do that, that's crossing the line.
Mm.
Yep.
Because what they do is when they want to go after somebody, they pick and choose which judge they want to go before because they know which way they're leaning.
Yep.
Mm.
Mhm.
And to me, that's just wrong.
Well, the funny thing was, this was the same judge that was on those other FISA warrants or whatever. They found it was, you know.
Yep. That's the one that was all in favor of the past attacks on Trump, you know.
Yeah.
But it just but you can't. I don't think there's any way to get rid of a judge if they're
No.
bad.
Yeah, there's committees that are in charge of judges if they do something illegal that can remove them.
Yeah.
There's a judicial there's like a judicial oversight.
Well, there's the judicial review boards, but they don't. They might do a sanction or they might disagree or whatever. But I've never heard of them physically removing a federal judge.
Well, I mean, they could though if it was egregious enough and they were actually doing their job correctly.
That's the key, though, if they're doing their job correctly. But I guess
there have been local judges and state judges, like on the state level and stuff, that have been removed by those judicial committees.
Yeah.
For doing something illegal.
So did your governor announce he's going for president yet?
I don't think he is, because I think he would have announced it already. He doesn't seem to be. He seems to be more focused on staying in Florida. So, but I don't know. It could be wrong. He doesn't seem to be heading in that direction. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, time will tell come November.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm not real sure on that if he's going to or not. I know he just removed a couple of. He just
Hey,
removed a couple of
Welch Rob is in the chat.
Yay!
stuff from.
Me
just
too.
removed-
He's llamas.
He just removed two district attorneys that were refusing to prosecute people.
Hmm.
He just
And Laura says back, I don't hate gingers. Just you.
Did you see that the other day, Paul?
What's that?
That he removed a couple of district attorneys for not holding up the law and prosecuting like they were supposed to.
Yeah. There
And
needs to be
reinstated
more, there
them.
needs to be more of that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, if you're not willing to do your job, we're just going to remove you, and we'll reinstate somebody that's going to. And he reinstated
Yep.
the one guy that he removed. He reinstated a judge that has like a lot of years of experience with prosecution and stuff. And she said, I'm not about that. She goes, I'll prosecute people to the full extent of the law.
Well, as long as they can keep the focus on Trump, they're happy, because what they don't want to report is that last month alone, in the last month, there's been over 1 million illegal aliens cross the U.S.
Mhm.
border. And they, under the Biden administration, there's a new ruling that if they submit that they are illegally here, that they are to be given a notice, a cell phone, and released into the population.
Mm.
And there's people that are actually leaving Texas, like ranchers and stuff, because they've taken over their land, and they come across and they break into the homes and they steal whatever they can steal, because a lot of them that are coming are members of cartels.
Mm.
Yeah, and they're having, right on their own land, right?
Yep.
Can't even
Yep.
protect their own land.
Nope.
There's no reason why you can't protect your own land in Texas. So kind of like Florida when it comes to that shit.
Well, the one rancher says, I don't have enough ammunition.
Hmm.
He says in a day, 10,000 people cross into his property.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Well, in fact, a couple of the news crews down there that were watching the illegals come across in like numbers like 800 here, 600 there, 500 here. They actually walk up to them because they think that they're part of the government. They say, where is border protection? We need to surrender so we can get going. And the guy says, well, you got to walk down the road because we're not border protection. They're looking for them to give them the pass so they can just get the hell out of there and keep going.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with all that shit. Stupid though.
Mm.
It's a mess.
Like I said, if they try to get Trump on something, then yeah, I would put his son up for it.
Mm.
Let his son run.
Yeah, but now they're trying to smear the whole family. So
Yeah.
Because his son, man, he would be able to debate somebody into the ground. I've watched that man get cornered by, news broadcasters and all that other shit. He's always pushed back really hard. Like I said, Trump's son actually went on The View a couple of times. You know how left they are.
yeah,
And they tried to get him in, and he was just firing back every damn thing they tried to get him for. He fired back the just perfect response.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens here. So apparently the Department of Justice filed something, what was it, yesterday or something? And I guess that's like indications of possible arrest, but they're not sure. But I know that's good.
They're gonna try everything. Like, really?
That's gonna send the fucking country into uproar. I'll tell you what.
Well, see, some Pennsylvania threatened the FBI, so they've arrested him now. So, but yeah,
Who did?
Some
guy, you said?
Some guy was threatening the FBI or something online, so they went and arrested him. Because see, this is what's happening: is that if you got anything to say against the establishment, you're going to be arrested. Like, be put in jail. Yep, you can't say nothing bad about anybody. Your First Amendment and Fourth One's gone out the window now.
Laura,
I mean, it all depends on what he was threatening now. If you incite violence, then freedom of speech doesn't exist at that point.
Yeah.
So if he just said, oh, the FBI can kiss my ass, and technically they can't do anything. But if you said I was going to go, do this violent act towards them, then they could say something.
Yeah.
And they could, or something. So I don't know. Do we know exactly what the guy said to him, or?
Oh, I don't. But it was on the news.
hey, Paul, read the chat between Rob and Laura.
Yeah, they've been kind of going back and forth there, right?
Yep. Rob in the chat, and somebody asked if he saw his video, and Rob says, well, he's been juggling so much lately, no, and then Laura pops right in and says, Welch, Rob, you couldn't juggle balls, LOL. And then Rob comes back and says, you don't know what I can juggle. Yeah, those two cracked me up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Paul, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm just doing some editing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're going to call it.
Gonna try that new thing today too, Paul. We'll see how frustrated I get with that.
Okay.
That WeTransfer.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll see how it works out.
Okay, everybody. Well, thanks for being here. We'll see everybody again later today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
Dominic,
morning in my case.
get a good night's rest, Dominic, and Justin. You drive careful.
Yeah,
we'll
tomorrow morning in my case. So I'll see you then.
We'll see you then, everybody. Bye.